Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Jessica Abernathy, and with me today is Tricia Montgomery, and you are listening to Pets Are Family.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Tricia.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I love this. I get to spend my Valentine's Day with you. How fun is this?
You know how much I love holidays.
Go me. I put up a picture like every Valentine's Day where it shows Cupid, in his arrow and like the little angelic, and he's crashing into a wall. I'm really great at business. I just suck at personal. If everything could be business, life would be a better place, for me anyway.
I call today Single Awareness Day.
Sad. It's sad.
It's not that I hate today, but I hate today just for the one fact that to me, it's the worst day ever because the florists jack up the prices by like 3 times what it needs to be. You know what I mean? The restaurants jack up their prices by 3 times what it needs to be. You know what I mean? Everybody overcharges because it's a Hallmark holiday, and it just irritates the crap out of me because it's like, let me see how we can screw over the American public. It's like,
and you can't get a reservation,
No.
And then you can't get an Uber because Uber's on strike, I guess, today, and it's like the biggest Uber day. That's why I love dogs. That's why I love animals, because they're giving you unconditional love all the time. See what I did just there, Jessica? I actually am talking about Pets Are Family podcast.
Right?
Imagine that. But it is true. Valentine's Day really is, it's like one of these things. It's like, oh God, it's almost like Christmas. Like, did Santa forget your address? Did he forget that you moved? Did he just bypass you when he went over with his sleigh? Because, nothing came down my chimney. First of all, I don't have a chimney. And then Valentine's Day, it's like, first of all, chocolate obesity. I mean, what the heck? And then phenylbromine and the dogs get into it. Let's talk about this. The negatives.
I can't eat chocolate because I'm allergic to sugar nowadays. So,
the disappointment that you feel that it's like, oh my God, okay, I gotta go to the store. And then you walk into, seriously, like Publix or Dominic's or wherever your grocery store of choice is, and there are millions of Valentine's Day balloons. And everyone's just like scrambling and purchasing. And it's like, why? I just read an article, Morning Brew. I love Morning Brew, by the way, giving Morning Brew a shout out. I've read you since like 2012, since you first started. They had a statistic on the amount of money that's spent on Valentine's Day. And it's like in the hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars just on chocolates and plush toys and things like that. And, and the cards. So anyway.
Really?
Getting off my soapbox now. You started. But I do have red nails.
I have a heart on my shirt. See?
I know.
But if you notice, my shirt's black.
Like your soul. No, I told you I have a gray one like this, but I'm wearing lavender today.
Yeah, you're more cheerier than I am.
Imagine that.
I mean, honestly,
you would have seen me yesterday afternoon when I think we were going to tape the podcast. I was not so cheery.
It happens. You know what I mean? It happens. It just cracks me up, though. It happens.
It does happen. So, guys, just so you know, for some reason lately, I have been breaking out in crazy, I always FaceTime Jessica or I send her pictures of me. So I've been breaking out in crazy red bumps.
Hives. Yeah, I call it hives. Yeah, it's the best way to describe it.
And it's like somebody has just poured scalding water on me. They put me into a fiery furnace, the fiery furnace. That reminds me of VeggieTales, the fiery furnace. They throw me into a fiery furnace. You've heard of VeggieTales?
I never watched them, though. You got to remember, I never had little kids.
Oh my gosh, Larry the Cucumber and Bob the Tomato. If you like to talk to tomatoes, if a squash can make you smile. You've never said, oh my God, Gabrielle and I used to watch VeggieTales all the time. Anyway, where was I? I'm sorry, I'm just rambling right now. 500 hives, crazy hives. And it lasts for like, what, 2.5 hours? And then it just goes away.
Anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, depending on how bad they are.
Crazy. So we were actually yesterday, guys, a pre-Valentine's Day episode. And because of like I look like a crazy person, like a really crazy.
Usually you have to go lay down. You know what I mean? Just it wipes you, it zaps you right out too. It just knocks you right down takes you down.
It does. It's really weird. Something's going on. But anyway, that's beside the point.
Okay. I'm on new medication that makes me sleepy. You know what I mean? So between you and I, we're just like walking zombies lately. I mean, the new meds, I'm like, whoo, doctor wasn't kidding when he said these things are going to make me tired. And I have to take it 3 times a day. I'm like, by the end of it, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for bed. No sleeping pills for me now. At least,
I'm quite early to be going to bed. Seriously, though, we've been working a lot. I mean, like 14, 16-hour days. So it's been pretty busy lately.
I haven't been able to do that for the last 2 days because I'm out. Yesterday, I fell asleep at 7:30.
Joe, happy Valentine's Day to you. Hey, how's Leroy doing? Did you wish Leroy a happy Valentine's Day? Did he love being on the podcast? He is.
Oh, he totally loved it. I mean, he thought it was a blast. He just cracked me up. He loved it. You know what I mean? Absolutely loved it.
He can be a color commentator for us. He can be like blipping in sometimes. I think that'd be absolutely hilarious. Absolutely.
I sent it to his sister. She's my own, on his side. I'm the only girl on my dad's side of the family. There's it's all boys. I mean, literally all boys. I'm the only girl on that side. So I'm kind of like, they kind of like worship me a little bit. It's kind of fun, but I'm the only girl.
What is not to worship? That's what I have to ask you. What is not to worship? Yeah.
So I sent it to his sister, you know what I mean? Cause that's my only aunt there. So I sent it to his sister and then I sent it to her and she's like, oh my God, you got your dad on this? I'm like, yup. She just started laughing. So it's been going around the Abernathy side of the family and they're all just laughing.
I love that. I love that. Well, Jessica, let's talk about love. Since today is Valentine's Day, this is going to be dropping afterwards, but let's talk about love and the love that our pets give us and talking about, what that means for like people who are single and maybe empty nesters or whatever. What about that?
Well, I mean, it's kind of interesting because, it's, I have Teddy, that, right? So my little guy, this last year, has gone completely blind. In the beginning, he was like a 75%, but by the end of this year or last year, he's 100% blind. But anytime when he was little, he would like, when I came home, he would like run to his toy bin, grab a toy, and then he'd come and then we would sit there and play, with the toy and we'd run it back and forth for 10 minutes. Well, now he doesn't even know where the bin is. Well, I think he does. No, he doesn't. He doesn't know where the bin is. He's got a big bin of toys I got to get rid of. But, now he comes running up and once he figures out where you are and he knows it's me, right? Because he can hear my voice. He sits there and jumps like a kangaroo, like in place, right? It's hilarious now. And it's so funny because now I sit on the floor for him because he can't see, right? So I sit on the floor. So he interweaves in through my legs now. It's hilarious. And then he flops himself halfway down. It's funny. So anytime I come in the house, that's what he does. And then when I'm cooking now, because my mother taught him, I don't know how my mom did this. My mother taught him that he's not allowed in the kitchen. Even though at my house, that's where we feed him. But at her house, she's like, he's not allowed in the kitchen. My mother's taught every animal in our house, everywhere, since we were little, that they're not allowed in the kitchen. And they all just go right to the kitchen line, right there. They just sit there.
I love it. I love it when dogs. I love it. So I'm babysitting Jack Tack from my beautiful neighbor friend Shannon. Parker next door and her husband, Jim. So I've been watching Jack, and she's away. So I posed Jack, and I took a picture with him, and I put, Mom, I love you. And so anyway, yeah, I love having him around. I love we're taking walks, and I realize how amazing, because I haven't had a dog. You know that. We talk about that. And I'm kind of Jack's permanent little babysitter here, or dog sitter when they're out of town or she's out of town or whatever. And so I realize I'm getting so much more, like I'll work for about 2 hours, and then we'll go and we'll take like a nice, I don't know, like a mile walk, something like that. And then we'll come back. And I do that like 3 times a day, and how good that is for him and for me, especially, when you're working and you're just sitting in front of your computer and you're like, I've got to do projects A, B, C, and D. You find yourself in front of our computers from 7 a.m. in the morning until 8 p.m. at nighttime. And this has really forced me to get up and during the day, I work out every day. We know that at like 5 a.m. in the morning, but this is something else that allows me to just take a breather. And I find that when I come back, I'm fresher, I'm better. And that exercise component of it, and getting out and getting your fresh air, and how beautiful is that for just the both of us, and for, when people, I love that. Cats, cats.
You're not a cat person.
I no, I don't want to piss anybody off.
No, but you like cats. You're just not a cat person. Yeah, you like cats.
I think you've either got to be a dog person or a cat person, or you can be both. But I know I'm a dog person. I want to cuddle. I want to like hold a dog in my arms, and I just want to snuggle with him. I just do. And every dog I've had has allowed me to do that, or cats.
See, Benny's a cuddler. Benny likes to cuddle.
Yeah.
But he also will,
Is Bin Laden the cuddler? Would Bin Laden like get in your lap and go, just,
yep.
He would. Okay.
Oh yeah. But then but he also will turn around and bite you, you know what I mean? And, he has no problems doing that. But then again, we hand raised him, and I can't bite him back. You know what I mean? Like a mama cat would bite him back to teach him not to bite. You know what I mean?
You cannot.
I can't. Yeah, I can't bite him back. You know what I mean? So that part never got untaught on him. You know what I mean?
I was on a call a couple of days ago with best friends, and it was just absolutely hilarious. We were on a call, and the person that we were talking to, her cat jumped up and walked across the camera, and then he put his butt up. And she's like, didn't miss a beat, just talking and moving around him and everything. I'm like, go for it. That's amazing. I love that you're just, it's good, because cats, when they're, like, I'll push Jack away, or you'll push, and it'll be okay. But the cats are like, no way, I'm in the camera and you're not getting away with it. I'm going to like be all over you. Keyboard, there you go. Oh, I didn't realize I was typing that. Yep.
They rule you. You are their slave. That's just how it is. They're your master.
Jessica, I have a question for you about love. If you could name the animal or the pet that you remember the most, that like when you were growing up, what's the name of that animal, or that dog or whatever pet, and why did it make such an impact on you?
I would probably say there's probably 3, actually, you know what I mean? Okay. But Tanya was the first one. And that's our first Old English that my dad was talking about, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because I do remember her. And that was when we were, she was around when I was born. And I grew up with her. I remember playing with her in the backyard, and she was like a nanny dog with me, you know what I mean? She was glued to my hip. And then my second Old English, we got the second Old English, and she was Misty was her name. My mother won that bet. You know what I mean? My mother always she made us put names in a hat, and my mom wanted that name, and I swear she picked it up.
Do you think she
Well, I got the dog for my birthday. It was my 16th birthday, and I got the dog, and my mother got to name her. I was like, but I loved her. She was a great dog. And then Bubba was probably, I'm not kidding. We were not kidding. Hands down, that dog was the best dog we've ever had. And, my dad said at the training, and we went to basic training. I mean, we just taught the dog how to sit, lay, give a paw, and that was it. Like now that I know as much as I know in the animal world as I do, that dog far, that dog was a therapy dog. It was beyond, like, I remember being at a friend's wedding, Chris Fisher's. I can say it, Chris, if you ever listen to this, which I probably doubt it, but if you ever listen to this, hey, I was at Chris. I'm pretty sure it was Chris. It was either Chris or Carol or Cheryl's. No, yeah, Cheryl's Fisher's, its older sister. And their grandmother was at there, and she was just she wasn't moving very well. And she just sat at one of the tables, and she just sat there. Bubba literally was I don't know why he was there, but he was there with us. And he went and sat next to her for the whole wedding because she just couldn't move. And he just sat there and sat with her and never left her side. If she got up, he went with her and made sure she was okay. We never taught him that, but he did these kind of things. Like, he was that kind of dog.
Tuition. Yeah. Oh. I think if I knew of a dog that I had like that, it wasn't when I was a child, but later on it was Zeus, and he was a red-nosed pit bull. And I remember my dad wanting to take Zeus on a walk. And my dad at that time was getting older and he was in the stages of early Alzheimer's and dementia. My dad got lost. And if not for Zeus, he would not have found his way home. And my dad said, I didn't know where I was. And he kept pulling me, but he was pulling him in the direction to come home because he was at my house in Chicago. And then I remember my mom was having a lot of problems with her hips, and she needed a hip replacement surgery. Zeus would hop up on her lazy boy, and he would lay on her hip, and it provided, it's just like the things that they know, intuitively, that they know when you're sad, they know when you need, not all of them, I will tell you that. Some of them are terrors, but I think I talked about this. The first dog I remember having is Dotsie the Dalmatian. My dad found her and brought her home. And she was just, that's the first dog that I really remember and just loved her so much. Just a beautiful dog. And we've had, a myriad of dogs, but I think I appreciate them so much more now, and just the relationships and how much they impact our lives and every part of it, from heart health, emotions, and just everything like that. Think of all the things that they seep in from us, from our sadness, our anger, our happiness, our joy, and what they bring to us. I love that. And what a beautiful time to celebrate them on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. No, Bubba was the best. You know what I mean? Bubba broke my mother's heart. After Bubba passed, my mom was like, no more animals. Bubba was my mother's heart dog. My mom is an animal person. Like I said, my mom was, my mother, I'm not kidding when I say in May, my mom would stop the car to shoo the frogs off the road. We did it all the time, but Bubba was her heart dog. Bubba crushed her, truly crushed her. So, but
my dad was the same way. When Jacques passed away, they had standard poodles. And so when Jacques passed away, my dad said, no more. Jacques got hit by a car, and Dad said, I can't go through this anymore. And so they never had another dog after that. They went to cats. And so,
she's got 2 cats now that I gave her, but we're pretty sure that my mom and dad moved up to Chugwater, Wyoming. Chugwater. And we're pretty sure that their neighbors poisoned the dog, because he poisoned the 2 cats that we had too.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Dead. Mm-hmm. I can't swear because Apple will kick us off. But yeah, he was a piece of work. Let's go that route. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, gosh darn it. I'm going to defer to something happy here. So what are your plans for the rest of the day, Jessica?
I am going to work and probably cook a nice meal tonight. Remember, because I don't believe in going out, you know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean, of all the craziness. You can't get a reservation, you know?
Yes.
So
Right.
I'm just going to have a nice relaxing dinner, see what's on TV, maybe do some Netflixing. You know what I mean? We're watching a show called Sons of Something. I don't know. It's some karate movie show. I don't know, but I actually got sucked into it. So probably finish that, you know what I mean? And probably go to bed early.
That sounds like a plan. That sounds like
right.
a
I was going to say those pills are making me tired.
Jessica, and we have a pretty special guest coming up next week. Is that right?
Yes, we're going to be bringing in the Tilly Project folks, and then after that, we are going to have. I know we're going to have Wow, I'm not doing well. Mindy Ducka
from Dogs I Meet is going to be on with us, and she does photography. And guys, you don't want to miss next week's episode. It's going to be absolutely just not that this one's not beautiful, but this one is what Lauren Smith Kennedy, I believe, has done through her grief is just outstanding and amazing. And I can't say enough about the Tully Project, and just honored to have her on our show next week. So, Jessica, happy Valentine's Day.
And then wait. In March, we are going to be talking about pet sitting, just because March is pet sitting month. And special shout out. And I am a huge advocate for pet sitting because I own 2 pet sitting companies. And so March is my month, like November is your month. You know what I mean? So March is my month. So we're going to have a special guest on for in March. Joni Sullivan's going to come on, and we're actually going to do a 2 episodes with her, because we got 2 big things that we want to talk about. Yeah, I can't talk apparently today. I'm so excited. And we got some big things going on in March too. And then I am actually going away, which is a rarity, but I'm going to the pet sitting conference in the beginning of March, which I will take some pictures and photos for everybody. But yeah, I'm going to go see about 150 of my friends that I haven't seen since 2019. So I haven't seen anybody. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember.
I haven't seen anybody since before the pandemic. So, I've seen everybody via Zoom, but in person, I haven't seen them. So I'm really excited to see a bunch of my friends. So you guys will see some selfies and stuff like that. So, so we got some big stuff going on.
We're going to be at Global Pet Expo too. Mrs. March is going to be at Global Pet Expo. And so we're excited about that and taking some pictures as well. And just throwing it out there, guys, my birthday is March 29th, and feel free to send gifts, cards, donations to Mrs. March. And, they're always appreciated. And, feeling the love, March 29th again.
She likes to celebrate her birthday. I do not. There's a big difference between the two of us. I do not like to celebrate. You do.
Guys, I love you, Jessica. You are my heart. I'm so thankful that you're in my life. And when I celebrate people, it's celebrating you and our beautiful friendship together. So happy Valentine's Day to you.
Happy Valentine's Day to you. And we both make friends feel like family. That's how we make our pets feel like family too, because we make our friends part of our family, right?
Absolutely. Bye, guys. Thank you all so much.
Bye, guys. Have a great Valentine's Day. Thanks for listening to Pets Are Family. You can find us on all the channels now. Yes, all of the channels now. So make sure you share us with your friends, your families, and your coworkers, and anybody that has a pet. Make sure you like us, give us your feedback, tell us if anything that you want us to talk about. all that fun stuff. You can reach me at Jessica at petsourfamily.net or Tricia at petsourfamily.net. Thank you for everything that you guys do, but make sure you like us, subscribe, check us out on YouTube. You can always see what we're up to. And we want to thank all of our sponsors, all of the people that support us. We love every one of you, and we can't thank you enough. And remember, check out Moose's March, moosesmarch.com, moosesmarch.com. Come check us out. Talk to you guys soon. We'll see you next week. Bye.